Hello, it's Sage. I wanted to do another plan with me video since those are super fun to do. And I wanted to do something a bit different this time. So usually I would do a sticker and kind of base my whole spread off a sticker. But this time I wanted to do it from this skein of yarn. Let's see if you can see it. It's so pretty. I love the colors so much. So I'm going to be using this kind of as like my colors that I want to use. And I have this roller and I haven't used it before. I like cleaned it off, but it looks pretty stained with black, and I don't know if you can tell, but they're dragonflies. They're so cute, and I thought with that color scheme kind of, the dragonflies would be super cute. I haven't used this color palette, so I don't actually know how the colors come out. I guess I should probably like swatch them or something, huh? My dog is licking my shoe. This is definitely not how you swatch something, but that's how we're doing it. That'll work. Okay. Just rubbing it on my leg. So I'll just like do this and see what we can get here. I am newer to working with stamps. I was not a stamps person growing up, definitely more of a stickers person. Imagine that. I don't know where I want to put it. Let's try it here on the side, just because if it's an epic disaster, I can cover it up easier, I feel. Should do it on the side like this. Oh my god. That's so cute. I did not expect it to turn out anywhere near that good. I am thoroughly impressed with myself. Alright, so I'll probably just do those same colors again and just do one like down here or something. I think that could be fun. And honestly, we might do that. Bring in a little bit of purple. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm stickering over it for sure, but I don't know. This is like a really neat little thing to learn how to do. I know so many people in the planner community that do such cool things with stamps. And I'm trying to learn from them, get into it a little bit. Oh my god, that's too fucking cute. I can't stop it. Do y'all remember those really, those really like, oh, I don't know how to say it. There was one woman who did a bunch. I'm just gonna like stamp the whole dragonfly and see what that looks like. She did these like sponge squiggles, and whenever I have a new art supply, new something that I'm learning how to do, and I get really excited, I always think of her. Iconic. I'm a big junk journaler, and that's how I really got into even starting. Oh yeah, that was not great. You know, you learn as you go. Let's try this one, because I honestly think that might be the stamp, because it's like warped right here, I think. That's the only thing for when you are like, what's the word, buying used stuff. It sometimes, oh no, I think those stamps are just dried out. Prime example, like sometimes it just is like kind of messed up, but you don't know until you, of course, get it home and try using it. Shit. Okay, let's try that. I totally got it all, like, all that. That's fine. I'm sure you're supposed to wipe that off. I mean, I feel like it is something. It's unique. Definitely. Let's see. I think that's all the stamp says I'm gonna do. I had a couple more, but I think that's plenty. Now we need to go in. I think I'm gonna do watercolor pens next, and then that way I can just sticker on top of all of it, since I already have an idea of what colors I want to use. Now I need to figure out what I want to draw on here, like how I want to do it. I forget how dark this is. Oh, that'll work. That's not too dark. I'm just feeling very artsy today. So this is gonna kind of look a hot mess, but a cute hot mess. I think it'll be fun. Even I could like just exaggerate this a bit. Kind of looks like it's on purpose now, a little bit. Kind of, sort of. So what have y'all been up to? Anything new and exciting? I haven't. I've been trying to rest, learning how to do that. It's not my strong suit. I want something brighter. Yeah, that matches. I think this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be like a fun, almost like art teachery vibe is like what that's what it made me think of yesterday. when I was crocheting. I'm making a rug with it, which I think will be super fun. But it's giving big, like, art teacher vibes. Today, I'm going to Trader Joe's and I'm very excited about it. I haven't been in a while. The last time I went was with my mom, like my stepmom, and it was so nice to go, because I used to go all the time when I was younger, like when me and my spouse first moved in together. We used to go every weekend, and I don't live by one anymore, so I just like never think to take the trip out. But I got paid, my first payday from selling my bags in person, and I was like, let me treat myself to getting some fun stuff because it's fall. And Trader Joe's always seems to have the best fall stuff, like just like the most random stuff you would never think of that could be fall. They have. Oh, I don't have my tweezers. Ow. Oh no. I always do these on the floor, so I feel like my knees are always in the shot when I have to get up. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I think what I want to get is like some fall coffee creamer and some caramel, like, you know, the sauce that you can drizzle like on your coffee. I think that would be really wonderful. What is happening? It's like not sticking to the page when I need it to. Work with me. I just want to rip this, but I don't want to take the whole thing. Wow, this is like not good washi. It like won't rip very easily, which I feel like good washi does. I love a washi that'll rip for me. But this was really cheap. Like, I think this one we got new because it was so cheap. It was like a bunch, it was like a pack of them. I'm getting art teacher vibes. I'm getting, she's giving, yeah, good art teacher vibes. I'm digging it. I don't know if, here, let's see if we can get, because I feel like the vibrancy, can't really get the vibrancy of the colors. They're so pretty. That's fine. I have regular old coffee. I did add some vanilla syrup to it. It's my first time getting it. The vanilla syrup stuff. And I can't say that I'm impressed, but I'm thinking if I add the caramel sauce to it, that it'll be good. And I got this candle at that store yesterday. It's salted caramel, and it was 75 cents, and it's brand new. It was unburned. I just lit it. So nice. Should probably drink my coffee. Just sitting here. Y'all, I think we're getting close to sticker time. I don't think I want to use, I had another bright green washi, but I got the color so close with that marker, I don't think I want to use that too. My goodness. I love having long nails, but it does make some stuff harder. Luckily, I'm used to using tweezers anyway, so it's not like a new thing, but it's definitely easier without them. I don't know, how are you feeling about that? I think I actually don't like that. I think these I want to split in half. The only reason I didn't split the other ones in half is because they have lips and I want to keep that pattern. And I feel like, let me do this one here. I feel like if I were to tear it, you really wouldn't get that effect of the lips. Like exaggerate this. Ha ha ha. That's kind of neat. Very something. It's doing something. This is so different than my normal spreads. It's crazy. Okay. I feel like none of these are going to go with it, but on the off chance, I'm gonna flip through it. I could use rose gold, but I don't really watch sunsets, so I don't know if that would be good. Those are pretty. One thing I think about sometimes, because I said the word crazy, sometimes I think about it like I try really hard to be mindful with my words of like, you know, who has the right to use what words and that kind of thing. And I do think about these things because I say the word crazy often, and I think about like I might use that, so I'm gonna leave it open and just set it aside. I think about things like that, or like at what point are you able to use that word? And I joke around. I don't think anything in here is gonna work. No. I joke around with the people that are close to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm like I am so like, when you think of the word crazy and then you think of like, what does that mean? You know, oftentimes the like, obviously mentally ill comes to mind. Hearing voices comes to mind. And it just makes me wonder, like, I have DID. I literally have multiple personalities inside one body. And my grandmother does as well. And she was hospitalized in her younger years for it. So it really like begs the question, at what point do you have the right to sling that word around? Because I feel like I do fit into that category of like, I literally hear voices all day, every day. Like, if I just told any like random person that, and we weren't in this day and age where like people understand like it's a diagnosis, it's a thing that is recognized, I would be locked up. Like, quick and easy. I don't know. Things that I think about while planning. I don't even wear leggings really, but I love the concept of this hair up leggings on sticker. It's so cute. It's from the Agenda 52, the paper studio, their homebody, which is basically like their quarantine one, and it's so freaking cute. I just don't use these colors that often, so I don't get to use a lot of the stickers these days. This is so fair though. It's so, the colors are bright, but it's actually very like see-through, and I don't want to lose the words, so I'll put it there where it doesn't have anything behind it but just that squiggle. But yeah, see, it's got like masks on it. There's a bunch of like, I took in a bunch of out and put them in my big sticker book, which I don't even know where it is. I need to find it. But it has like, I don't know, stayed home, more masks, I really like it. The only thing I will say about some of the Agenda 52 sticker books is that I'll get a page or two where the adhesive has adhered to the backing and not the actual sticker. And I haven't ironed those, so the pages that I figured out are like that. I just left them, and I'm not fussing with it. Yeah, like quarantine hair, don't care. That's cute. Avoid all avoid all the people and don't kill my plants. That's cute. Yeah, I mean, you can see I've definitely dipped into this sticker book. It's not that I haven't used it. Okay, here's one of those pages. So like this is sticky, and what I've been doing for the ones that I've already taken off and realized that they don't work is I just use them like ephemera. So I'll like, my legs, I'll just like glue them onto something if I really want them. Oh, I have to email my therapist. I think he emailed me. Yeah, I think all of these are going to be a little too muted. Oh. Do all of y'all have therapists? I always wonder, because I surround myself with people who need therapists to be alive, and I always wonder, like, people that don't. I start therapy, well, I would go see the school counselors when I was young, but I started therapy at 13. So that's I've been in therapy on and off for a very, very, very long time. Oh, I don't know. I love these, but I don't need numbers for anything. So that kind of sucks. I'll keep them in mind, though. Cry, sense of wonder. But yeah, I love my therapist. I actually have two, but I'm only seeing one right now just because of the kind of work we're doing. I really just need him. And he's my DID specialist, which, love that. Love that for me. I don't know where I would be without him. Yeah, like, even these are so muted. It's literally because I don't buy sticker books that are that bright, that use colors that bright, because I just never use them. Like, that's cute, but it's so faint. You can't see that one with the donut. Or like these would work, these really bright ones. But I don't know that I want to use that much yellow. I'm really gearing more towards the oranges. I just got like a wave of tired. So I feel like I may be switching. There we go. so switchy lately. Way more switchy than normal. And it's because we have more memories that we think are coming back, like coming up or whatever. I think I know the sticker I want to use there, but I literally, oh, here it is. I'm gonna move my coffee. I'm gonna spill it. Here, we'll put it up here so we can get this. Yeah, see, this was $2. I like left it on. Isn't that neat? Blah, blah, blah. I keep meaning to go through and like put on the sides what page things are on. Oh, those would be so cute. Okay, keep that in mind. I have a page for like shopping and buying, and I'm trying to be better at making like grocery lists. So that's what I'm looking for. Order, here we go, to buy. So, set these aside. Oh, I almost feel like I need a block over here for that. But I'm not getting my iron out. I just don't have it in me today. But let's see if I have any blocks in here. But yeah, there's definitely more memories coming up. I can feel, I call it breadcrumbing, and I don't know if that's like the actual term for it or where, but I use it when it's like, that could be cute, but I think it's a weird shape. Where I'll have like a little memory, like, or I'll have like this thought, like, cause everyone has thoughts. I'll have a thought that's like, wouldn't that be crazy if that happened? And it's like a fleeting thought, like, you know, everyone has thoughts that are like, wouldn't that be crazy if? I feel like that's normal. And in my case, it keeps coming up. Like, then the next day, it'll be a fleeting thought of like, wouldn't it be terrible if, and then the same thing or something very similar will come into my head, and it'll keep going on, and it's like intrusive thoughts, and then it'll pick up to where it's happening multiple times a day, and then I'll start dreaming about it. And I've started doing that, like, I haven't been sleeping well at all because I keep having these dreams, and they all are, like, going back to the same thing, like, different aspects of it, but all the same, like, base thing. I'm trying to be, like, obscure about it because I don't want to have to trigger warning a planning video. But, yeah. I've got more memories coming up. So when that happens, we're switchy, like way more often. You switch a lot. And I don't really know why. Like, I'm sure there's a reason that makes sense, but I have no idea what it is. Oh. Yeah, I'm so tired. But it's literally just because I'm feeling switchy. Okay, well, I don't see a block that I like for that, so we're just gonna keep looking and see if we can find any in here. I should probably like get ready at a certain point. You know, probably should do that. It's fine. We'll go when it'll happen, when it happens, right? This was one of my very first planner sticker sets that I bought. Oh, that one's cute. Right there. I don't know. This is getting real chaotic. Like, it's like I'm used to the chaotic like look, but like this is so different. Well, we can go ahead and introduce gold because I have this, and I've had this for so long and I haven't used it yet, so we're gonna use it just because it kind of goes. Oh shit, that leaked through. Are these dates right? I guess. I'm seeing if my anniversary was on there yet. Why? I couldn't tell you. I just had the thought to check. Yeah. I love y'all. If anyone is actually like still watching, that's insane to me, but I'm glad you are, if you are. This is just so much fun for me. Like, especially for when people friend that don't really know other people in the system. It's been so helpful for our system communication to have it to where like there's already some like idea of how everybody is and like what their roles are and like what they do, because we ramble and talk about ourselves and our experiences and our thoughts, and so it's nice to have that is kind of like a way for everybody to get to know everybody better, if that makes sense. So tired. I feel like none of these are gonna be the right colors. Maybe some in the back, some of these. I don't know what you call them. This kind of sticker, the ones that are clear. Oh my god! See, this is one thing I was worried about, is like not having the right color stickers, but that's why I want to do it. I want to challenge myself. These are not full. These are just kind of, if I grab a sticker that I don't end up using, they kind of just all end up in here. And these are also for like holiday stickers, but it's just like random. I don't even know who put those in there. That's so funny. Like, can you hear that I'm getting more congested? I feel like I'm always congested, but also think I might have a deviated septum. Who knows? Either that or I have sleep apnea, or both, because I sleep. The people that are around me when I sleep always joke that like I stop breathing in my sleep and they get worried. I guess it's not a joke. They're genuinely concerned because I stop breathing. It's fine. Oh, these are cute. Oh, yeah, I forgot I got these recently. They were like in a bulk bin at that store I always talk about. These are so cute. Oh, you know what? So for the place that I sell my bags at, I'm making Halloween bags, and I think that would be so cute to put on my business cards that I send, because I'm gonna send more business cards, and I make my own on recycled paper and like cut them out and everything. So yeah, that'll be good. Even some of those might be cute. We are getting there. We are doing it. We are crushing it today. Even these might be cute. These, is it these? Or a different one? It might actually be a different one. I was gonna say those are from my baby book, but I think it's a different one that's from my baby book. When I was just a little tiny baby. The reason I'm doing it like this is because, oh my god, these are Lisa Frank stick-on tattoos. And I actually have a bunch of stick-on tattoos. I just think they're so much fun. Like, these are so cute. And I keep them, and I'm always waiting on a special occasion to put them on. But you know what? Our Pride is this weekend. So I may just break them all out for that. Just give myself like a hilarious looking sleeve. I'm just pulling aside the ones that I might want to use. But you're getting a pretty good idea of my sticker collection. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna pull. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh, man. Okay. I really do need to organize all these stickers. Let me film it someday. If I do it, I'll film it. How about that? Well, maybe not. I can like hear chattering. Don't promise to film something. What if someone friends that doesn't want to film? It's fair. I feel like cat is like slowly creeping in. I can feel it. Like, some of our switches lately have been really weird, like slow and gradual. Like right now it feels like that. Like, you know, over the past, let's say, like 10 or so minutes, it feels like she's closer and closer and closer until we're like, okay, I think she just wants to front. So we're gonna give her time to shine. Give me just a minute, see if I can get this switch, because she is so close. Cool. Okay. Whew. These are really cute. But the rays, so I might do those after. We'll do those after. I kind of like this gold digger. That's cute. The little gnome is so cute. So cute. I don't know what the vibe is. Where do we want to go from here? I don't know. There are all these stickers and I don't know which ones. Are these even stickers? Yeah. Kind of like that one. That one's cool. Does anyone else get annoyed when they do that? When they're like, a little bit of the separate stickers at the top, like they didn't cut it correctly? It's not that big of a deal, but it's worth noting. This is like chaotic madness that's happening right now. I really don't know what has happened. I feel like we had a vision and this is not what it was. But we're here and we are queer and we're gonna get it done. And if it's a hot mess, at least it'll make us smile when we're looking at it. Right? Why is there hair? Oh my goodness. What is happening? There. Giggles. Because it's hilarious the way this planner has turned out. Maybe the dragonfly can giggle. If we can even call this a dragonfly. We'll just make light of it. Let's do that. We're gonna leave it. We're not gonna cover up the dragonfly. And we're just gonna make light of the fact that it looks hilarious. Boom. Okay. Oh, we can use some laughter. What should we wear today to Trader Joe's? What's a good Trader Joe's outfit? I feel like every time I think of Trader Joe's, so I don't know the real comedian's name. They're so funny. I think they're actually non-binary. But they have this like Gail Waters skit thing that they do. It's like a character that they play. And there's one where they talk about getting Joed, and it's about Trader Joe's, and it's hilarious. And in one part they're like saying like something get double Joed, And every time I think of Trader Joe's now, I think about getting double joed, and it's so funny. You have to watch it. Absolutely. Just Google Gale Waters Trader Joe's and it should come up. It's genius. They're pure genius. Okay, what other funky things? What are we feeling? What's the vibe for this baby? This calls for champagne. I love champagne. Wow, there's a lot of champagnes in this one. This like came with our old planner. Food coma. Yes. Wow, we are hurting. No coffee, no worky. That is cute. I'll cry if I want to. What a mood. Look at that. And it's right beside each other. That is a whole mood. All I need is love and a tiara. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yes. Me and Finn always say that to each other. Like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it takes us like 5 hours to finish that one drink that we started. It's fine. Adulted like a boss. I feel like that needs to go on here just because this is giving me art teacher vibes. And I feel like that's such an art teacher-y thing. It's like, I don't know. When I think of an art teacher, like, and not all art teachers, obviously. I've had a bunch of art teachers over the years, and not all of them are like that. But you know what I'm talking about? Those art teachers that are just, like, frantic. Like, they're always frazzled and just, like, all over the place. I love that. I'm living for that. We're doing it. Oh my god, having a time. I have this whole fucking sticker book to look through that's like these colors, which I feel like they actually could be very useful. This is, I love this sticker book. It's the Recollections, and it's like half the price of a Happy Planner sticker book. They're hard to find. Like, I haven't been able to find them, I guess because it's planner season and like the shelves are bare, but the sticker quality to me is better than the Agenda 52 stickers. Like, they're thick, like the quality is just really good. And I got this at the same time I got that one, so I was really comparing the two, and this one is so much nicer. Like, way, way nicer. Actually, this would go well here, I think, as the block I was looking for earlier. Let me make sure there's not like a better one. Oh shit, there is. I think this one would go way better. This one has like a lot more going on. We're gonna go maximalist. We're just going to do a whole thing be a whole vibe. I feel like we're not a whole vibe enough, you know? We are doing so well. I'm so proud of us. Yeah, we're doing really well. Like, overall, you know. I don't know if you can hear that banging, but that is my child. That's supposed to be napping right now, actually. So, we're just going to stand here and hope that they fall asleep before the neighbors start banging back, because they did that the other day. I'm gonna have to yell. Hold on. Quit kicking! Quit! Oh my god. I have to yell because they can't hear me. Like, they're across the apartment with the door shut. Make it happen. I'm sorry. This is so out of frame. It's because there's just so much. It's hard to, like, be able to look at this and decide if I want something on there when it's sitting on there. Is this gonna be a word heavy spread? I think so. I think. Oh my god. Let's do this. Take you a step at a time. Gonna put you down right there. So great. Don't forget to breathe. I feel like that's such a good one. I know it's supposed to be like, don't forget to breathe. Join me for this guided meditation. But to me, it's just like, don't forget to breathe. Literally, keep breathing. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's a look. That is the look right there. Holy crap. I've been filming for an hour. That is wild that I've been filming that long. I don't know that I want to use any of those. I think what I might do is go ahead and go into that other sticker book and get some, like, of the slippery ones. Oh my gosh, they're making music. I can hear them in there singing to their own beat that they're making by banging on the door. Okay. Now I wanted one for shopping. Oh my god, they're singing. I might use this one because we don't have very much orange going on. Ugh. Yes. Okay, and then I wanted to find those little icon thingies. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. I'm feeling a little bit up, but the reason is because I'm not sleeping. And it's like this cycle, right? Where like you are feeling up so you don't sleep, and then like when you don't sleep you are even higher up. I feel like that is very like typical, I think, for people with bipolar. Mine is not very bad at all right now because I am medicated, but even when you're medicated you can still like swing. It's just instead of being like whoosh whoosh, it's like boop boop. It's a lot smaller of a, like, you don't go up as high and you don't crash as hard, which is wonderful because that really sucks. I don't like any of those icons. They're pretty, but they're not the like icons that I need. Party on. Don't have any appointments that week yet. Actually, I don't think I'll have therapy that week because we do every other. But first, coffee. No. No. Okay, well we're getting down to the end of the line. I feel like there's like an understanding of what I'm going for here. Come to mama. Can you even see? No, you can't. I'll put it there. No more words. Can't put any more words. Okay, I think that's it. I think we've done it. We have done it. I'm so proud of us. Look at that. Look at this gorgeous spread. Oh, gorgeous. Very happy. It turned out pretty good and it's pretty close. I mean, it isn't exact, but I feel like it's definitely giving the same energy. I may go in and add a little bit of pink actually, because there's no pink. And I didn't realize that until just now. What do I want to do pink? I might actually create a box here and just put like work notes in it or something. I do need to ship off I need to ship off my bags, my newest order of bags. This week, so I should probably do that. And then we'll just do, that is a terrible star. At least it's near the giggle. We can giggle. I don't know if y'all can tell, but drawing is not my strong suit. It just isn't. Oh, that looked kind of like a heart. Nope, of course I can't recreate it. It's right there. It's so tiny, but it looks like a heart. It was supposed to be a dot. Oh no! I think it's something. I'm sure someone that's better drawing can like fix that later, hopefully, or just add something over it and pretend like it's not as terrible as it actually is, because those are pretty bad. Okay, well, I think that's my cue, because that means Finn is home. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.